Wow, Augustus is firing. He fell into the clickbait, and he said, "Who's the fittest in North Carolina?" And I think I would beat Haley Adams in any workout with the female weights. So, and is she even in North Carolina right now? Do you know, Bryson?
No, I watched the Hiller video and everything, but I don't remember. I don't know where Haley Burlow is and stuff.
All right. Well, here today we have Jessica. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Callaghan?
Callaghan.
Wow, that was way fucking off. I
Closer
feel
than
more
most.
retarded than Sevon. All right, so who are you?
Hey, Jessica.
Hello. Who am
3, 2,
I?
1, go. Yeah, who are you? What are you doing here? Significance. So, well, you were on a team with Mayhem at the games.
Yes.
Semifinals before?
Yes, 2021 was my first year at semis.
Oh, which one?
Granite Games.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was there that year.
Yeah.
What did you think of the workouts that year?
I liked them. I had fun. I didn't do well, but I liked them.
Copy. Cool. So you are making a run individual this year?
Correct.
Awesome. And were you coming off a surgery?
Yes, I had surgery in June.
Wow. Okay.
June of last year.
Almost a year. Was that like a labrum or?
Yep.
Okay.
It was labrum and rotator cuff, and
Nice.
they just removed my bicep. So
what was the upper tear up here?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Andy, my boss, has one of those. You feeling good?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
Feeling really good.
Nice. My sister had that surgery, I think maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. But she doesn't have any issues with it now. But you've been doing Sentinel training for a little bit through Mason.
Correct.
Mason Mitchell, Sevenista.
Yeah.
In the chat. Cool. So we got Jessica's obviously very fit. Me and Mason were talking. We've been sending her some workouts and stuff. She's been doing Sentinel. So we sent over a workout that me and Bryson were going to do really honestly last minute, like the same day yesterday. We did it in the morning and then sent it over right after we did it because we were planning on doing like a side-by-side race thing. So we did that. Me and Bryson also did squat cleans. So we had her send over her footage from, was it like a week and a half ago? We did the clean waves, or 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably 2 weeks on Saturday, I think.
Okay. So we got that, and we'll get right to it. I want to start with the squat cleans, Bryson, because the other day, he sent me this video, a piece of shit, of me doing squat cleans. And he was like, bro, you don't get full hip extension. And he basically tried to make me feel like I was taking my first CrossFit class. That's how he was trying to.
No,
yeah,
that's not at all how that went.
It was completely ineffective coaching because he wasn't trying to make me better. He was trying to make me feel bad about not getting hip extension.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you were,
I texted Taylor. I said, hey, bro, you know, what I actually said is you have a muted hip in your cleans, which we found out is the incorrect, I guess, way to describe
incorrect
that.
movement fault. That movement fault comes in a push press where you don't use the hip. So I was just not reaching hip extension. But watching these videos, Jessica does the same thing I do, and I'm pretty sure she cleans more than you. So we'll actually just go ahead with that. All right, 275. I just want to play this in slow. Oh man, somebody said I could go frame by frame by using what were those keys? Do you remember? Maybe you could Google this with your phone.
Oh, I saw that.
How to go frame by frame.
Yeah, I'll Google it.
They're like the brackets. Oh, here we go. Nope, it's not working.
Frame.
We'll slow it down. Oh, here's what I can do. If I wasn't so freaking
The comma key to go back one frame and the period key to go forward one frame.
Oh, really? So I just pause it? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay. Critical. All right, here we go. Bryson reaches full hip extension. That's a good lift. This is 275?
Yeah.
Did you miss this right before?
No.
Okay, you only missed the other 4.
That's not true either.
Wow. Bryson definitely has better clean technique than me. My clean technique is not great, and I feel like I'm a slow squatter. Oh, there's Boomer. Real quick, this guy.
Crazy setup.
Yeah, he has 4 Emmy awards shooting film for ESPN. He just goes to our gym, and he wanted to like test this new camera rig. So Here he is. Okay, let's watch mine, and then we'll go back a couple frames. And slow on the way down and up. I can hold it. Wow, this is crazy. I'm like a little kid. Uh-oh.
If you're trying to find the frame where your hip is extended, it doesn't exist. So don't waste your time.
Shut the fuck up, dude. You're going to make me swear and we're not going to get monetized. What do you look at that?
It's a lack of hip extension.
What do you think, Jessica? Is that an extended hip?
That's it. That's triple extension.
Everybody in the comments, is that extension or not?
It's not complete extension. You're
okay,
extending
according
a
to
little
who? According to you, mister? Look at this.
Dude, hey, we asked 2 people we know who are very knowledgeable.
Yeah, but that wasn't this lift. That was another lift. On this lift, I'm hitting extension. Anyways, we'll continue. 275. Pretty heavy for me right now. So hopefully squat cleans are not a big thing, a big deal this year in quarterfinals.
For you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. Okay, what is this? 215?
Yes.
So 315 for men, essentially. Jeez. For a double?
Triple.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I thought I saw one rep where it kind of looked like one of mine. This is okay. Here we go. All right, Bryson. She does the same thing that I do, where what would you call that? I don't know what to say.
Lack of hip extension.
See, look at him trying to take shots.
I'm not taking shots, bro. That's the problem. Is you get offended when I'm just trying to give you a little.
I take it so personally. There's another Max Lang does it. He cleans.
You guys both clean more than I do, so
it looks like you don't reach. Okay, Bryson does, however, let clean slam him a bit. Okay, here we're getting shots back.
Mason, you know what? I told Taylor that as soon as we finished that clean session, I was like, "Hey, I lose my connection to the bar when it gets heavy, and it crushes me in the bottom." And I didn't get offended by myself telling myself that. So I'm not taking shots at anybody.
I think you're right. There's room for, I guess, I don't know, the way I don't know much about the nuances of the clean. I would say, to me, I mean, God, that's so easy. For a triple, that's crazy.
I would also be curious, I think, Jessica, you have a 245 video also in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would be curious if you just do it here because it's lighter. I would want to see if there's a difference between that, so we can freeze frame that when we get there.
That's what I was thinking too, maybe.
This is funny because didn't we start our first week of clean weights at 215?
You don't have to tell people that, bro.
Natty or not.
Do you have an Olympic weightlifting background?
I do not. I started Olympic weightlifting when I started CrossFit.
Which was when?
The end of 2017.
Okay, wow. We're about, maybe I started a little earlier, about the same time. Okay, this is 305?
Yeah.
The frame by frame thing is good, but it's not it's not crazy. Okay, here we go. This is great. A little early arm bend there. Probably fix that.
Yep.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, dude.
Hey, dude, you don't gotta apologize for it. I don't get offended when people coach me. That's just you.
Yeah, that is just me. That was your best lift, I think.
Yeah.
That one at 305. Dude, I don't know. That looks a lot.
Hey, that looks a lot better than the 295 video from the other day.
I was focusing a lot on it, Jessica. I kind of had where it looked like I wasn't reaching a complete hip extension, and I think that I do that. One, I've had a couple knee surgeries on this left knee, so when I go into full extension and out of it really fast, it just makes me nervous. And the other reason I think is I can get the bar for me, I can get the bar really high without that exaggerated extension like Bryson gets, but then stopping where I stop and getting under fast, I feel like I just get underneath faster. You have crazy speed underneath. I wonder if that's why, just a natural habit to want to get under super quick. I don't really stand it up that fast, but it just looks slow. What's that? 235, 45?
240.
240. That was better than I think the one at 215. Sheesh. That's crazy. Okay, here we go.
This
It really
absolutely
pisses me
bodied
off
me.
too. It really pisses me off too when Bryson lifts without knee sleeves. Oh. And there she is.
Also, if we're talking about like, you know, Taylor's been doing CrossFit longer than I have. And when I started CrossFit, I tried to power clean 135 over 20 times and I couldn't. So Taylor started with a 275 power clean. So we're talking about whose lifts are more impressive here.
Yours for sure, without a doubt.
I think I take the cake.
When you okay, last clean video. Oh, that was the best one.
I think so too.
That's interesting. Maybe 215 is just such, it's like such a lock weight for you. You feel like you just rather, yeah, look at that. That's like way
more than the 215 bar.
Yeah, way better extension. That's crazy. It's weird. I started CrossFit and I was so bad at snatching that I had, like Bryson said, I could power clean 285. It wasn't, that's not crazy in the sport now, but I wasn't like, oh man, I suck at power cleans. But I was so bad at snatches, so I snatched every day and really focused on the technique, and I never took the time to do that with the cleans.
Yeah.
And so now it like takes me a really long time to feel like I'm hitting a groove with them.
I started that with cleans like that, just only every day. All I cared about was working on my clean technique for so long before I even like snatched at all. And I couldn't snatch 95 for a long time. So I just wouldn't work on them because it was like the lowest weight that I had.
That's crazy.
Available to me.
What's your max clean, Jessica?
250.
Jeez. Would you say?
Thanks. So that was a good day for you ending those waves on.
I've probably hit 250 10 times.
Really?
I've never missed a 245 or a 240, but I've missed 255 a dozen times.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
240 looked really easy and smooth there. What'd you
Mason
say?
said PR, not max. I think that's a good call.
Yeah. Would you say what do you feel like your strengths or biggest things you feel like you feel good about? They come out in quarterfinals, you'll smash.
Handstand walking, GHDs, toes to bar, burpees, squat cleans, anything heavy.
Good.
Rowing. I'm a good rower. Anything besides pulling
Really?
Strength, really, yeah.
Upper body pulling. Okay. And is that just from the shoulder recently or partially?
I think that was a weakness before, the high volume pulling under fatigue. But I think I'm stronger now, even after surgery.
That's weird. I feel like I was the opposite. I don't think I've ever been, or at least wouldn't consider myself a weak presser, but I was always really strong at pulling. So I've like erred towards not working on it a ton. And right now I feel like I'm like nervous. I haven't been doing it a ton. I feel like I need to do it a lot, but Jason actually has been doing like 35 to 50 strict pull-ups a day. I don't know if he's been doing it every day, but at least 3 times a week, hopper. So I don't know if that's something you've ever thought to do. I used to have a pull-up bar, and it sounds dumb, but every time I would walk by at my house, I would do 10 pull-ups.
I heard you say that last week on your podcast.
Yeah.
But I mean, as soon as I was cleared, that's what Mason, strict chest to bar pull-up, EMOM.
Yeah, huge.
Like every week, twice a week, tons of pulling, strict work. So that's definitely transferred over a ton.
That's money. Do you have anything that still bothers your shoulder? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer either, but I'm just curious.
No, nothing until those strict ring muscle ups last week.
Really?
Yeah.
And was it the transition or just receiving
it was the transition, like that super deep was the only time that I've really felt it like, didn't feel too great.
You backed off though?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think that, I don't know, to me, maybe maybe just doing some holds in that position, that makes my chest really sore if I do like bottom ring dip holds. But that also, I don't think that's something you probably need to worry too much about until, I mean, I don't even think really, I don't know that they would bring that back to semifinals, but
I think people still reference the strict ring muscle ups at regionals as like the biggest shit show ever. So I think they're probably too scared to bring
that
it back.
or the ring handstand push up at the games.
Yeah.
All right, boom. This workout, we sent it to you. Actually, Bryson was about to start it the same way you were going to start it right before the workout. And I was like, it starts on bar dips. So all good.
I think you can see that in our video.
I was actually watching Bryson's Instagram story last night on the phone with Mason, and I saw him drop the sandbag and walk off. And I was like, oh, shit.
You did it the wrong way. All good.
Yeah.
Also, I told Mason, I was like, we'll do a workout that like you'll be good at. It'll be good to show. And I didn't like take that into account at all. I was okay. We just did a workout today. Here, you should do this. But it was good. I was expecting it. So it's 5 rounds for time, 14 bar dips, 7 sandbag squat cleans. Jessica started with the sandbag squat clean, which is fine. I was like thinking, I was kind of tired before going into this. And I was like, man, I kind of just want to do an EMOM, make it a 10-minute EMOM, do 7 on 1 minute, 14 on the other. I'm really glad we didn't do that. But I wasn't expecting it to be fast the way it was. That first rep buried me. Jessica doesn't have a bar on like the thumbnail, but those look super easy.
Are you playing it? Because it's not on the StreamYard.
Oh, it's not? Wow. No. I'm tarded. I didn't share the screen. I'm just watching it by myself.
Can I answer some of these questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Here, do you want me to pull them up? Which one?
Well, I was just going to answer Thomas. When did you feel like you were 100% back after your surgery?
For sure.
I would probably say 6 months. I felt like I was like, could do everything not full volume, but back to the same like weights and doing all the movements again. I was really surprised with how fast that happened. But I did my physical therapy every day, 3 times a day.
Was that was your first surgery?
I've had wrist surgery.
Oh, okay.
But that was my first like real deal surgery, I guess. I've had some cysts removed in my joint in my wrist.
Did you ever, was there like a moment where you knew you messed it up, or was it something that just felt like, uh-oh, the king's calling. I can't pick up right now. Hold on. Let's see what he has to say. You're live, bro. You're live, bro. You're live.
Oh.
Nothing to say, dude? All right, I'll call you later. Bye.
No, bye.
Okay, it's gossip. Did you feel like you had an instance where you messed your shoulder up and you're like, oh shit, I need to go get it looked at? Or was it something that just was gradual and like grew or built into?
I was snowboarding.
Oh, fuck.
And I ate shit. And so I knew it as soon as
you know.
Yeah, like I couldn't get myself dressed.
Damn.
I was like, oh shit. And then I waited a couple weeks, the normal in denial, and still tried to like train on it, just thinking it was inflammation and it would go away. And then I finally just got an MRI just to confirm it. And then we tried physical therapy first. And physical therapy actually made it 10 times worse.
Really? Yeah.
Like, in a month, they said like the scar tissue had kind of like built up around it. And I was able to still do some things. And once we started PT, it was like it exposed the whole injury again. And I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't do anything anymore. And then I tore my bicep.
That's crazy. I fucked mine up skateboarding. I cried like a bitch. I didn't cry when it happened. I fucked myself up, and I wrecked in front of this old like fucking woman was walking her dog. She was like, "Oh my god!" She like saw the whole thing, and then I called my mom when I was walking back to my car. I was crying so hard because you fuck it up. You're like, damn. There goes everything I worked hard for. But that's crazy. 6 months is super fast. That's AP shit. Adrian Peterson. Took me 18 months to be able to do everything.
I think I'll full screen.
Okay. All right. So 5 rounds, bar dips, sandbag squat cleans. We actually have sandbag squat cleans coming to the 60 track Monday. And me and Bryson have been talking about doing these for a while. We wanted to do some bar dips. So we just made kind of a shorter, little bit of a sprint couplet. What I was saying before I realized that I was just watching this alone while you two were talking to each other. Jessica doesn't have the bar dips, but those look really smooth. Feel easy. Did you like pick a set count to go to from the start, or were you thinking unbroken 14s?
No, I was going to break it up from the beginning. I'm pretty good at dips. Like my pressing capacity is pretty good, but I just knew that it was, going to be an EMOM kind of workout, and it was going to go eventually.
Yeah. I wasn't. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like when you mentioned that the bottom, that really deep position of the ring dip was bothering your shoulder, and the only thing that's bothered your shoulder, I had noticed earlier, like when I was putting these videos together, that like you have really good range of motion on the bar dips, or like your setup for bar dips. So that's good. That I'm assuming that didn't bother you.
I would imagine. Oh, go ahead.
No, it did not. It didn't bother me at all. I think it was just like that really deep turnover and being so wide on the rings too,
right?
trying
to pin them in.
Yeah.
I feel like that inward pressure too. Like a lot of time when I've ever had rotator cuff or anything, and I do that, like they put the hand here and you push against it,
right?
Like pinning the rings
in.
I
all in like my rear delt. This is where I felt it.
I did a lot of hands-on knees. I'm good. Like anytime you add momentum to like a high skill gymnastic exercise, like ring muscle up, parallel handstand push up, bar dips, like where I can use an efficient kip, I feel like I'm really, really good. And sometimes I get caught up in just doing unbroken, but resting too long in between like each set when I should probably break, not rest as much.
That's what I did. I did the first 2 rounds unbroken. Well, I know, but the last round, I mean, was my probably fastest round that I broke up, and I broke twice because you told me to. The 2 rounds before that, I did 8 and 6, and I took way too long in between. I should have just done 5, 5, 4, and it would have been quicker.
This would be a sick movement for them to do at semifinals, like a D-ball squat clean, but I feel like they won't do it just because Rogue has done it. You know what I mean? The Rogue did it in the online Rogue Invitational, the COVID Invitational.
Yeah, they did it with like step overs.
Yeah, they did D-ball step overs, D-ball squat cleans. I think strict handstand push-ups. It was like a nasty chipper, but I just love that movement. It's receiving the bag is so weird, and the D-ball is harder.
Yeah, I think also like all our bar dips here. Taylor, you've raced another person on a YouTube workout that had bar dips in it, and their shoulders weren't anywhere close to below their elbows. So
bar dips.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, Jason, that was his first video when we did that long chipper. Jessica's going way lower than even I'm going. I'm going like just if I'm going just hip crease below the knee or shoulder below the elbow, you're doing like ass to grass bar dips, which is good.
Also,
I told Mason that there was going to be no way I was going to have questionable reps or soft elbows.
Don't worry, we don't. This is a Hiller-free zone, dude. We're not big time enough yet for him to be creeping on these videos. Oh, Aaron Fraser, what caused my knee injury? I was skateboarding down a massive hill I'd never been down, and so, but I was like I had full intentions of going down like a challenging hill. I had just never been down it before, and the pavement was really messed up and like cracked and like shitty. It wasn't asphalt. It was like, it was asphalt. It wasn't like concrete or like nice paved road. It was like fucking backyard neighborhood asphalt. And I just ate shit, got the speed wobbles, jumped off, and my leg literally bent backwards, cracked everything in it. I could just hear it go. It's crazy.
One thing that is already passed now because Taylor finished the workout is when we were doing the sandbag squat cleans, we talked about beforehand, like we decided if we would like show control or not with like one hand on at the top. And you can see when Taylor was doing his, he catches it with like one hand off already, where I like stand it up basically all the way.
Let me see.
So we're at like 445 right now. So go back to where you were.
I don't think you can even see my last set of squats. So I'll go to third. So we're at 445.
That's where we were. Yeah. So,
okay. Here, let's go to this set. Yeah. I try. Okay. So hands off at the top. I don't even know if I'm really
you catch with one hand though on basically. So you get hip extension with one hand on the bag already, where I kind of stand up with both hands on all the way up and then take my hand off.
Right.
Which, because of how much I was resting, wasn't the reason that I got destroyed in this workout, but it's just another thing that like just efficient movement.
I told you like, you were like, you guys should redo it the way I did it. I was like, yeah, I can't put my arms overhead because after this, our class workout was strict pull-ups, hand release push-ups, and lunges, and I did it. And my chest today is so sore. And then like I did it right after this workout. And I was like, Bryson, are you gonna do it? He's like, no, I can't do that right now. And then I called him later last night and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, just finished class. I was like, what was your time? He's like 6:50 and I got 7:25. I was so annoyed. Dirtbag. Yeah, when bar dips go, I almost feel like it's not even like for me, it's less of the lockout. It's more feeling like I can hold myself stable in the bottom. Like I feel like I'm just gonna fall through.
I felt that like on my second to last round, it was just in the bottom. I would like kind of lose it for a second. I was like, dang.
That's also way different if you start on sandbag. Like if you start on bar dips, you're going 30 seconds faster, I think, Jessica.
I also thought that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like we for sure got to acknowledge that you started on the, like, it's easier to start with the fresh set on the bar dips, no doubt, than to finish on them. Yeah, nasty workout. This guy in the background here, we won't say his name.
HWPO? Yeah,
he's a big HWPO guy. I'm so ashamed to say someone in my affiliate does that. Is that messed up? Dude, I'm so ashamed. I can't. Oh, gosh.
This is what I was thinking about yesterday when we were watching, or when you guys were watching Tim Murray go. And everyone in the comments was like, oh, dude, if Taylor was yelling at me like that while I was working out, I would love that. All that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, it just made me think about this workout when I was on the last set. And you're like, cycle them fast. You can't just go unbroken. You need to cycle them fast. And I was like, dude, come on, bro. Like, I was like, these guys don't know what they're asking for.
I yell at Bryson so much. I'm trying to figure out how to bring up. All right, this last thing. Oh, True's watching. Perfect. Right. I yelled at you the other day. You were doing a machine interval and you like walked from one machine to the other. And I was like, you just wasted 8 seconds. You just lost 10 points.
Yeah. That's what I said. No, it was because some of the monitors at the gym take forever to turn on. So I'm waiting for it to turn on because I'm not going to waste calories. And you're like, dude, you just wasted 8 seconds there. I'm like, it doesn't matter. If the rower's not turning on, it doesn't matter.
I know, but I just want you to have a sense of urgency sometimes. So those are 2 workouts. Jessica. Sandbag, squat cleans. Yeah, smash that. Those will show up Monday. And on the 60 track, not for compete. Monday for compete will be nice and easy. I want to try to, okay, I got to go to brand. True, a member of Sentinel, yesterday sent me a picture of an implement he wanted to use for a workout, and he asked for help writing a workout. Okay, here we go. But let me see if I can make the screen not stupid so it doesn't just look like, okay, here we go. That's all right. Sick. This is sick. So True sent this to us. I hope you don't care. I didn't ask him if I could show this. I'm just doing it. So, protect your identity, however you want to do that. I'm not sure what that looks like, but, so he sent us this picture. He's like, I want to do a workout with get overs, maybe get unders. I didn't write any get unders, but we came up with 21, like a piece of equipment you could bring out there. So I was thinking dumbbells. So we came up with 21, 15, 9 dumbbell front squats and burpees over the dumbbell, and then 7, 5, 3 wall get overs. And he said he was going to do it tomorrow. So I'm very excited to hear how this goes. I wish we had something. We have a really high wall outside our gym that Andy built for Spencer for the games. That's like maybe it's a 10-foot wall. This looks like it's like 8 feet, right? Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
The wall at the gyms might even be 11 feet. It's tall. Like you have to plant a foot and like run up the wall and then grab it with your hands and try to get over.
And try to not grab nails that are sticking out.
There's one nail I got to remove. Yeah, this is crazy. So this is sick, but big CrossFit guy here. True. Good dude. In Miami.
You think True could record this workout and then we could put it on a next live?
Dude, we should. True. If you can take your phone and record this, set it. What should it be, horizontal or vertical frame?
Well, I mean, if he's the only one doing it, horizontal is probably the best.
Okay. In cinematic mode, horizontal, and then you got to go fast.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Pumped about that. If you guys have any other general questions, drop them in. We'll hang out for a little while longer. And if you haven't already seen it, go watch John Young do whatever he did. How do I remove this, dude? I suck with this. Okay, here we go.
Jessica, what do you think your 100 bar facing burpees for time would be? Or do you know it?
I do not know it. What was your time, Taylor?
Oh, I've never done it. I've only done 100 regular, and it's 409. And then 100 to 12-inch target, and that was 422.
I have no idea. I think I can go 25 a minute. I think I can go 20, 25 a minute. Sub 5 for sure.
Definitely sub 5. John Young was 459. I feel like you're probably close to 4.
Okay.
Definitely, I think sub 4.
Yeah, I can go much faster than him, probably.
I think I'm sub 4 too. Jake Berman went 340, and I said I could beat Jake, which honestly, hard. 340 is hard. Oh, Mason wants to talk about tomorrow's compete workouts. Wait, is that what you're asking, Mason?
Yeah, I'm pumped for those.
Okay, well, yeah, Bryson, did you get my text also? I sent him a text, see if I can pull this up. When was that? Was that an Instagram message or a text? It was a text.
Text.
Okay, here it is. Let's see if we can see this on the camera. I sent him this the other night. Come on. Okay, it's not going to work. Oh, yeah, it's not going to work. Anyways, also, after Stefan's, after the show and everyone's trying to egg me on to do 100 burpees today, I was like, I'm not doing it. And immediately after the show, I get off. I text Bryson. He's probably already asleep. I'm like, am I a pussy? So I sent him that. And then I go, also, we need to do Friday and Saturdays. We need to do both Fridays compete workouts. We have been planning on doing that handstand push-up, box step up, double under workout. Yeah, we've been planning on doing that all week. We were going to do it Monday, didn't do it Monday. Going to do it Tuesday, didn't do it Tuesday. So we 100%. Where am I at?
Yeah, I wanted to do it so bad because I ordered a new jump rope, and UPS just sucks. And
you can use mine, and I'll use your jump rope tomorrow. I don't care because that'll be. You got the same one I got, right?
Yeah, but you need to practice with the jump rope you're using for quarters. So do I. Especially big chunks, because I'm going unbroken on 1, 2, and 300.
So am I, dude. What do you think? I'm a freaking
You're gonna trip. You're gonna trip on 300,
shut the fuck up, dude. I don't ever trip in workouts that matter unless it's a stupid 40-minute EMOM. And I did trip that one time we did that workout.
More than once.
Okay,
more than once.
I'll never trip racing you in a workout. How about that?
That's not true.
100% it's true.
All right. It's going to be filmed for a tested video. So
all right.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to film that one?
Yeah, I'll film
it. You'll have a smile, so maybe I have to actually try hard because it seems like Spy's workout she's really good at. Okay. I got to zoom in. So the first workout, this one I'm a little nervous about because I have not been doing I am really good at muscle ups and GHDs, but not super. I'm not bad. These deadlifts, I'm fine. Those 5 at 405, I have no idea how long it'll take me at the end of the workout. And I have not been doing a lot of muscle ups in workouts. I just haven't. I try not to spend time on things I feel like I'm really good at. So I'm a little nervous for this tomorrow. So
my chest is wrecked. I'm nervous for the ring muscle ups.
You'll be fine. It's 30 reps. 32 reps.
Can we pull up Maris's comment?
Yeah. I need to give you permission so you can just do that. Where is it? Oh no, we're not going to pull that comment. Shut up, Maris. This is Bryson's wifey. Okay, so workout 1 tomorrow. 30 GHD sit-ups, 11 ring muscle ups, 11 deadlifts, 275, 185, then 30, 9, 37, 7, 35, 5. The weights on the deadlifts go up. So it goes 275, 315, 365, 405 for men, and then 185, 215, 255, 285 for women. When you see those weights, are you like, ooh, those are light weights comparatively or normal, average?
I thought they were pretty light.
Okay, really? What do you think they should be for women?
I thought 315 for 5 would be or 305 maybe would be a.
I get nervous to do that. That's good to hear. I don't want to go easy on the ladies, but I get sometimes I think, okay, if it's a lot of volume gymnastics and weight, Should I adjust the weight a little bit to account for like the difference? Maybe, I don't know, but I also don't want to hold you back. I feel like this is how CrossFit would program the weights though in quarterfinals. I don't know. I could be wrong though.
Is that 70% of 405?
I feel like 70% of 405 is 275.
Oh,
I
wow.
think
Okay.
when 405 is the guy's weight, if it's like a squatting movement, it's
283 and a half.
275.
Yeah.
And then if it's like deadlifts, it's usually 315, I feel like.
Really?
Or 305. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be fine. I remember being at the ranch and them testing that deadlift freestanding handstand push-up workout, and we were talking about the weights. And Dave was pretty set on 405, 275. I'm not sure if that's what they ended up doing at the games for that. Do you remember that? It was like 14, 10, 6 freestanding. Maybe it was 2021. But for that event specifically is what I was thinking about. But this workout would be nasty. It reads long because it's just written out long, but this is like, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like fast.
I think also the top women are like, there's a bigger drop off when you start getting out of the top 1% of women than there is when you start getting out of the top 1% of men.
Strength wise.
Yes. Yeah. Like there's still a lot of dudes outside of the top 1% who can snatch like 225, but like all the women in the top 1% can snatch 155. As soon as you get out of that, that's like very rare.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Second one. Boom. This one will be nasty. For time, ascending reps, and it's a triplet, and the handstand push-up variation just gets harder each time. Everything else stays the same. 100 double unders, 10, 10, 200, 20, 20, 300, 30, 30. And the handstand push-ups go wall complex. So one wall walk, and at the top, handstand push-up wall facing, and you'll use like the 10 by 30 inch tape line for quarterfinals and the open last year for the wall complex. 10 of those, then 20 wall facing strict. So just no wall walk now, and then 30 strict. I think this is going to be so nasty after the 300 dubs.
Especially if you go unbroken.
So it won't be nasty for Taylor. It'll be nasty for me. But
you shut the fuck up. Wow, dude.
I feel like this is so dumbbell box step overs are probably my least favorite movement to do in CrossFit, and the thing I least or most hope doesn't show up in a competition for me. But I really like how they are in this workout.
Typo.
And it makes me want to do this workout a lot, and I feel like I could still do good on it, even though it has like one of my probably weakest movements.
Why do you feel like they're your weakest movement? Why do you dislike them so much?
I only dislike them because I'm bad at them.
Really?
I think they're a cool movement, and I like to do them in training. I just feel like I'm significantly behind the curve of people that I'm competing against on that movement.
Is it like grip fatigue or shoulder?
Yes. Yeah. It's literally all grip for me.
So we'll do this. And actually, Bryson, we should also finish with this accessory. I've been talking about this on a couple of shows, this hero workout. We programmed it as accessory. People had questions about it. It's essentially the way I've programmed it is 25 minutes of practice, but I just thought it was really cool. I was like looking through .com workout, saw this was a hero. And I was like, I already wanted to do a handstand push-up variation and some seated L-sit rope climbs for accessory. And that just is essentially it's 25 minutes of recess, but I just think it's really cool that it's already a hero workout.
Jessica, do you think you're going to beat Taylor in that handstand push-up double under step over workout?
There's a 50-50 shot.
Wow. I bet you're really fast on the step overs.
Yeah. You're a great presser, huh?
I'm
really good.
I feel like I'm good. I'm not like Berman or Noah. That's like really, really good. I'm like a notch below them. But amongst like guys that are like 5'9" to 5'11", I would say I feel like I'm really at the upper end of that group.
Yeah. I feel like my shoulders fatigue, but they never give out on me.
Right. I feel similar. I also what's up?
I was just going to say the heaviest deadlift in that workout is 30 pounds more than your max or your PR clean, Jessica. So
That's
think you're above
crazy.
Taylor.
We are not max. That's right.
Right.
For those ring muscle ups, what would you? You don't have to reveal that. I won't ask that. I don't want to give your competitors any edge if they're listening.
If I would break them up?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I don't think so.
Because
I'll
it descends.
I'll just be resting on the GHDs.
Me too. And each set, it's like it gets a little bit more bite size. I definitely won't break the rings, but those last 5 at 405, I'm probably doing singles. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it'll be a good test for me to try to go unbroken. And if you lose very little time dropping a barbell rather than coming down from the rings.
For sure. This is a good question. True. Bryson and Taylor, why don't we see bench on a weekly basis? Not asking for me, but rather for a friend of mine who is used to bench, squat, deadlift every week progression. I think for like I think on the competitive side, I try to make sure we bench in some form or fashion at least once every 10 days, if not every week, whether that's a dumbbell bench, a heavy barbell bench, and a strength progression, or not necessarily progression, but just a strength piece. Some like accessory bench pressing. For 60, I personally don't think that bench press supersedes something like this being an upper body pressing like strength developer. Like this is way more important, but like, at least I'm not the end all be all arbiter of knowledge, but in a couple of the older Glassman articles, he talks about body weight pressing and pulling, like gymnastic exercises, being the best way to develop upper body strength, and then weightlifting exercises being the best way to develop trunk, hip speed, and like leg strength. I really feel like I believe in pull-ups, dips, push-ups for developing your upper body strength. And I feel like most people, like if you can't even do a strict dip or 10 push-ups, perfect push-ups, do you really need to be benching, or should you be trying to practice dips or push-ups more?
Yeah, bench is what people who like to say they work out hard do because it's easy and they don't actually have to work out hard.
This is Bryson's hot take.
You get to lay down while you do it, bro.
Hot take o'clock.
Benching isn't hard.
Yeah, I love when I see bench pop up in a Metcon. I'm like, oh, I get to rest.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Your heart rate comes down. I do like doing them, but I try to be mixed modal. We do bench, but we also do so many other different upper body pressing variations that we don't need to do that often.
It all transfers.
So lastly, we just watched the Civil War movie. It was crazy, insane. Have you seen the previews to that? It's I bet Mason. I'm curious to see if Mason has heard of it or seen it. It's unreal. It's about like a modern day Civil War. You guys should watch it. Everybody in the comments, if you like movies, go watch this movie. It just released today in theaters. We went and watched it. And then what also just came out on Amazon Prime is the new Fallout TV show. So I didn't sleep really much last night, and I'm not going to sleep tonight either because of that.
Yeah, we won't spoil the movie at all on this episode, but everyone has to go watch it before our next one, and then it's free for all.
Dude, I want to talk about it so badly. It's crazy. All right. Well, Jessica, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Jessica. Good job.
Everybody in the comments, thank you.
Thank you, Bryson. You too.
Thanks.
Deuces.
Peace.